Hey guys, how's it going? It's Power Gaming 8590 here, and today we are continuing our exploration and hunt in the Super-Duper Mega Mart verified creation. So for part 2 here, what I want to do is I want to try and find some more of these perks. We found 2 in episode 1. There is a total of 7. So I feel like we're definitely missing just a couple of them, as well as go back inside and check out the lore that was in some of those terminals, and possibly check out the workshop items, because this creation adds, well, a lot. So I did get to thinking off camera to look around these outer areas a little bit more for one of these perks. So we're going to make our way back inside this building here, because we didn't find one in here. And while we're doing that, if you could be so kind as to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, I would appreciate it. I do appreciate all of your support. Anywho, getting back into what we were doing, I want to just double check, because I feel like we might have missed something, because the description does not say where to find the perks. So we'll take that. Anything up here? Oh, getting our head chopped off by the fan. Like, I'm not seeing anything jumping out. Like, I know there has to be some more. Also trying to use the process of elimination to a certain extent, because we found one of them in Hubris Comics. We found one inside the Super-Duper Mart. So where else could they be? Because we got one when we picked up the little action figure, and then we messed with the defibrillator to get the second one. So let's look around. Anything up here? Just a cap stash. Yeah, nothing's jumping out. Maybe there really isn't one in this house. Also, I'm curious as to how we can open this.
Jammed.
Since it comes up as inaccessible. Now let's look around the side. Oh, we got some flicker. Got a flicker there for a sec. Is there anything around back, maybe? Not seeing anything. Anything up by these carts? No. Nothing inside the bus either. So there's something up around the outer edge. Because I don't think we went up here. Or if we did, it was very brief. So let's take a look and a little peek. See, that's just a walkway that heads up. Hub flower, that's nothing crazy. So nothing crazy going on there. Let's look around behind this fence. This feels like this could be a very good place to hide something. I could be incorrect. I could be incorrect. But the only other thing I could think of is if by new perks... Oh, here's something. Wonder if there's something in the water. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything up here. If y'all end up seeing something, let me know. Wait, why is there floating stuff? Yeah, I'm curious as to why there's stuff floating up there. I don't think that would have anything in it. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Alright, let's look around. Anything by these garbage cans? Just some generic junk items. What about these trucks or these vans? Nothing. Ooh, we can kind of phase. Weird. I could have swore that door was open. I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy. That's very possible. Can we go in the back of these? I hear something in this truck. Part of me wants to console command in, but if there's a way you're supposed to actually get in there, that would spoil it. Yeah, I definitely hear something in there. Can we scrap it? Oh. It was a bug. Just a mantis that spawned underneath. There we go. Oh, that was anticlimactic. And we got rid of the unique trailer. Oh well. Let's head into the water. Scavenger, nothing too crazy on them. Let's look around. Skeleton. Industrial water purifier, and that appears to be it there. About up over here. Anything hiding? No. Yeah, we'll have to go back inside and look. Maybe they are all in there. I was just trying to think of areas it would make sense to be in with there being 7 of them. The only other thing I could think of where they could possibly be is if it added things to the vanilla Super-Duper Marts. The one in the Glowing Sea and the one in Lexington. But we'll head back inside because there is some lore in there to take a peek at. Although I guess if maybe there wouldn't be some around the immediate building because you can build there as a settlement. And I feel like that could cause some conflicts. Alright, so if I were a perk, where would I hide?
No use.
The inaccessible door. I feel like I would be upstairs.
Going up.
I think there was a terminal up there we needed to scope out as well. Alright. So if I was a perk, where would I be? Thing on these soda machines? No. Nothing on the grills. Same thing over here. I'm not seeing anything that would jump out. I don't remember seeing anything in either of these bathrooms. Some soap dispensers, that's about it. Hair dryer? Not a hair dryer, hand dryer. Anything hiding in the toilets? Door. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing where any of these additional perks could be. Very, very strange. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing them. Because this is inaccessible.
Busted.
I could force it open, but I don't know if that's going to bug anything out. I mean, we'll try it. Let me drop a save real quick. And yeah, that's just a room that leads to nothing. So if you were curious as to what was behind the inaccessible door, it's nothing. Wait, what's that? That's also nothing. Just some set dressing. Okay, so there's nothing up here either.
Going down.
Maybe it's in the terminal with the lore, like you have to read, and as you're reading it spits out a perk. I could see that. I really could. There. Move him. Nope. He's not hiding anything there. Nothing back in here. So I guess we'll come... Another inaccessible door. Alright, here's the pharmacy area. Just because I'm curious. Okay, that just opens up into there. Again, another area you're not supposed to really see or have access to, but I have the Unlock Everything mod. Anything in these here? No. Oh, that's the light. I was like, what is that buzzing? Alright, so there's the defibrillator, which we did. So that's where one of the perks is. So I would be shocked if there was another one, no pun intended, if they had it here. Alright, well, here's the customer service terminal. One of the terminals full of lore that I said I would read to y'all on this fine day. So let's head on. Oop, I bumped the wrong button on my controller. Let's go ahead and get in. So we have the returns and exchanges policy. From Super-Duper Group, Customer Relations Division, to all customer service desks, subject, returns, and exchanges policy. Customer service staff are reminded that all returns and exchanges must be processed according to current company policy. Approved return conditions are as follows. Items must be accompanied by proof of purchase where applicable. Food items may only be returned if packaging is unopened or the product quality is clearly compromised. Damaged goods are eligible for exchange at staff discretion. Sale items may be exchanged for matching product only. Refund refusals are to be explained politely and clearly. Under no circumstances are staff to argue with customers at the service desk in view of active checkout lanes. Escalation to store management should be requested where necessary. Remember, a returned item costs less than a lost customer. Super-Duper Mart thanks you for helping maintain a friendly and dependable customer experience. Now we have the Discount Club sign-up push. From Simon Skinner to customer service staff. Subject, Discount Club sign-up push. Customer services is expected to make a stronger effort to increase Super-Duper Discount Club registrations over the coming weeks. Too many customers are reaching the desk asking about sale prices and leaving without being told that a Discount Club membership would have saved them money. Sorry about that. My throat just dried up on me. That is a missed sign-up volume, and I am now being asked about it. Effective immediately, offer Discount Club sign-up to customers collecting rain checks. Mention the club during refund and exchange interactions where relevant. Keep application cards visible at the desk at all times. Do not leave the sign-up stand half empty. Make sure customers understand that club members receive access to special pricing and exclusive store offers. Do not mumble through it, and do not wait for the customer to ask first. If they are already standing at the desk, you have their attention. Use it. We have been given the forms, the signs, the counter stand, the badge cards, and the script. There is no reason customer services should be lagging behind front end on sign-up numbers. If head office is going to measure us on this, then we may as well try and look competent. Skinner. Now we have customer complaint handling. From Simon Skinner to customer service staff. Subject, customer complaint handling. If a customer comes to the desk angry, confused, or already holding a crushed box of something they want refunded, do not make the situation worse by sounding annoyed before they have finished speaking. Please follow the basics. Let the customer explain the problem fully. Do not interrupt unless clarification is needed. Offer exchange, refund, or manager referral as appropriate. Do not promise anything you cannot actually approve. Call for me if the complaint involves staff conduct, pricing disputes, or damaged promotional stock. If somebody starts shouting about false advertising because a sale bin is empty, check the signage first, then send them to the desk for a rain check if one applies. Do not argue on the floor in front of other customers. Also, if another child gets sick near the front end, do not send them to customer service with a mop bucket and no warning this time. S. Skinner. And we have Enroll in Super-Duper Discount Club. Oh, we got a discount card. Oh. Alright, your account is currently active and in good standing. Your registered member benefits remain available at all participating Super-Duper Mart locations. Please remember to present your discount club card when claiming eligible discounts and promotional offers. Thank you for being a Super-Duper Discount Club member. Your continued loyalty helps keep prices low and savings high. Well, that gave us a card. What does it do? Does it give us any perks? Alright, so that's one of the perks. Steady Jolt. Okay. That is another one of the perks. We found it. It was inside the terminal. The Super-Duper Discount Club member. You become a Super-Duper saver. All merchants now give you better prices when buying and selling. And I don't know what those two are. Below it. Interesting. So we found three. 3 perks now. Which is nice. Alright, well let's keep looking. I know there was another terminal. What's this one? That one's just a Protectron. So, nothing crazy there. Don't remember there being anything in this break room that looked remotely significant. Got another terminal in there to check out. And nothing over here. So let's come in and check out the terminal. Alright. Okay, so this was the one that has a super huge amount of lore behind it. So we'll start with store promotions, promotion rollout. Alright, managers. The 4th quarter sales initiative begins this Monday across all participating districts. All Boston area stores are expected to complete promotional floor changes before opening. Priority items for this quarter are as follows. Sugar Bombs Family Pack, Dandy Boy Apples, Dandy Boy Apple Juice, Blamco Mac and Cheese, Instamash, Saddle Up Canned Meats, Nuka-Cola Multi-Packs, Americorn Extra Salty. Promotional displays must be installed in high traffic zones and maintained throughout open hours. End caps are to remain fully stocked, front-faced, and free of handwritten signage. Corporate-approved cardboard displays are to be assembled exactly as instructed in the enclosed visual plan. Customers respond to abundance, customers respond to confidence, and customers respond to visible value. Stores failing promotional compliance may be subject to district review. Then we have Fall Family Savings Weekend. Managers, this weekend's Fall Family Savings campaign is expected to drive increased foot traffic across all Boston area locations. Stores are to complete promotional floor adjustments no later than close of business Friday. Required actions are as follows. Install autumn value bins at the front entrance, move canned soup displays to a major aisle intersection, pair Dandy Boy apple juice with boxed pastries and snack cakes. Relocate Sugar Bombs promotional stock closer to family traffic routes. Display approved seasonal signage in all front-facing windows. Broadcast sale messaging every 20 minutes during open hours. Cashiers should use the following approved checkout line. Thanks for shopping Super-Duper, where your dollar goes further. Please ensure all customer-facing staff are wearing current badges and maintaining store presentation standards throughout the event period. Seasonal value remains one of our strongest promotional drivers in urban family markets. A prepared store converts better than a busy one. Alright, so we got promotional pricing revision. File could not be loaded and no additional readable content. Sugar Bombs display guidance. Alright, so from Super-Duper Group to regional managers, Sugar Bombs display guidance. Managers, as part of the continuing Sugar Bombs family marketing push, all participating stores are to refresh cereal aisle promotional displays before the end of the week. Display requirements are as follows. 1 freestanding Sugar Bombs mascot stand per cereal aisle. 2 approved shelf tags per 4 feet of facing family pack boxes positioned at lower shelf height where practical. No damaged promotional material visible on the sales floor. Remove all outdated crossover advertising immediately. Promotional materials are not to be stored in mop closets, employee break rooms, or behind front registers. Issued displays are to be assembled and used as instructed. Sugar Bombs continues to perform strongly with family buyers, particularly in stores where the visual presentation standards are maintained throughout the week. Now we have the holiday end cap, and this one does have some corrupt data. So holiday end cap, it says all autumn promotional stock is to be cleared in advance of the holiday floor reset. Red banner kit and family value signage to replace current seasonal material. Toy, candy, and giftable food bundles with receive front half placement where aisle width permits. Do not display before official launch date. Executive walk teams may review compliance during final week of October. Alright, and that's the end of the readable text. Now, window banner distribution notice. To Mr. Skinner, your location has been assigned the following late quarter promotional window materials for immediate installation. Fall Family Savings Street Facing Banner Set, Nuka-Cola approved vinyl cling pack, Dandy Boy Apples Price Card Insert Set, Super-Duper Mart Value Burst Decals, Seasonal Family Savings, Hanging Strip. Please ensure all previous promotional materials are removed before replacement assets are installed. Torn paper signage, faded inserts, and adhesive residue are not to remain visible from the exterior. Storefront windows shape customer expectations before entry. Clean presentation supports customer trust, perceived freshness, and higher walk-in engagement. All materials are to be installed before opening on Friday. So there is all of the store promotions. Now we shall move on to the head office communications. Oh, it looks like could not be loaded. Connection to district message store lost. Okay, so we're not going to check that out. What about management and memos? So we have floor standards reminder. Oh, this was a damaged local copy. So we have from Simon Skinner to all department leads. Floor standards reminder, no additional data found. Department lead review. So we've got a partial file recovery on this one. So it's from Simon Skinner to the department leads. Department lead review. Current department standards vary too widely between shifts. Bakery presentation remains acceptable. Grocery recovery continues to slip by late afternoon. Frozen foods oversight depends too heavily on one employee. This is a management issue, not a mystery. Remaining text unreadable. Opening duties. So we have a full one here, full of lore for us, from Simon Skinner to the department leads on opening duties. All leads are expected to ensure their areas are brought to full customer-ready condition before the store opens. Required opening checks are as follows. Face all visible shelf stock. Remove empty cardboard and broken down packaging from customer areas. Confirm promotional displays are upright and fully stocked. Check cooler glass for smears, spills, and condensation buildup. Ensure floor spills are cleared before main foot traffic begins. Confirm front bins are presentable and not half empty. Remove any handwritten signs left from prior shift activity. If your department is not ready by opening, then your department was not closed properly the night before. I am not interested in hearing the same excuse twice in 1 week. Customers notice disorder before they notice value. Fix the first problem and the second becomes easier. Skinner. Now we have the weekend readiness checklist, which appears to be a full thing from Simon Skinner to department leads. Weekend readiness checklist. All department heads are to complete the following before opening tomorrow. Refill front bin, face all aisles, remove empty cardboard from customer sight lines, Clean all cooler glass, check restroom supplies, restock bakery packaging, sweep stockroom corridors, confirm register receipt paper, and test the intercom. We are expecting heavy weekend traffic, and I do not want another 2 days of preventable nonsense caused by half-finished checks and people assuming someone else handled it. Do your inspections properly and do them the first time. Skinner. So it looks like they were having some issues with management. Not to be surprised, it is a knockoff Walmart. Now we have staffing and payroll. Staffing and overtime controls from Super-Duper Group, Personnel Services, Northeast Retail Region to Simon Skinner, staffing and overtime. Mr. Skinner, recent labor reporting for the Boston District shows unacceptable growth in paid overtime across multiple locations, including Store 3. Effective immediately, the following controls are to be observed. No overtime is to be approved without district justification. Break schedules are to be staggered to reduce front-end gaps. Part-time associates are not to exceed approved weekly thresholds. Department leads are expected to close staffing gaps through schedule efficiency before requesting additional hours. Night stock labor is to be reduced where practical. Managers are reminded that labor efficiency remains a core district performance metric for the current quarter. Super-Duper Group continues to believe that disciplined scheduling improves both team performance and store profitability. From regards, M. Halpern, Personnel Services. So we'll go to weekend shift coverage. All right, it says we are short on weekend coverage again. All department leads are to review Saturday and Sunday staffing before end of day and report any gaps directly to me. Do not leave obvious holes in the schedule and assume the front end will absorb the problem. Priority coverage areas remain. Front registers, grocery floor recovery, produce, frozen foods, customer service desk. If you are moving staff between departments to cover absences, I want it noted. If you are leaving a department uncovered, I want to know why before the doors open, not halfway through the afternoon rush. Last weekend, we had one cashier handling a line halfway into seasonal, 2 stock boys pretending not to hear the call bell, and bakery asking for change they should have requested an hour earlier. Plan properly. From Mr. Skinner. So payroll processing reminder. Says managers. This is a reminder that all hourly employee time cards must be reviewed and approved before the close of business Thursday. Please verify the following before submission. Missed punches are corrected. Meal periods are properly recorded. Overtime is flagged and justified. Employee numbers match current active records. Terminated staff are not included in the current payroll batches. Repeated submission errors from store-level management create payment delays, correction costs, and district review time that can be avoided through proper approval procedures. Payroll accuracy is a management responsibility. Failure to review time records before submission may be reflected in end-of-quarter performance reporting. Thank you. Now we have the part-time hours review. Mr. Skinner. A review of recent scheduling shows multiple part-time associates in your location are trending above preferred hour levels for the current pay period. Please review scheduling for the following concerns. Repeated extension of closing shifts, front-end call-in coverage assigned to the same employees, unapproved overlap between stock and recovery teams, excessive backfill hours assigned during weekend trade peaks. Part-time labor flexibility is intended to support store responsiveness, not replace full scheduling discipline. Please submit revised staffing distribution at your earliest convenience and ensure all future schedules remain within approved labor guidance. Regards, M. Halpern. So it sounds like he was throwing a fit that they were having people come in and actually work, which seems very accurate to the real world. They have someone willing to work, and their boss won't let them. They would rather everybody suffer, because the beatings will continue until morale improves. Now, loss prevention reports. Alright, could not be opened, so I guess we're not going to check them out. We have maintenance and facilities, refrigeration service request. Mr. Skinner, your submitted maintenance ticket regarding rear refrigeration noise and intermittent temperature fluctuation has been logged under Boston District Service Routing. Reported issues include persistent humming from rear cooler bank, irregular frost buildup on lower interior panels, door seal weakness on secondary meat case, delayed compressor response during restock periods. A service technician has been assigned for the next available district call-out. Until inspection is completed, department leads are to continue manual temperature checks and record any unusual variance in the daily facilities log. Please note that repeated overpacking of cooler units may reduce performance and is not considered a mechanical fault unless confirmed by service staff. Facility Service Coordination, Super-Duper Group. So it sounds like their coolers were starting to break down on them, and they were just kind of like, whatever. Alright, sub-basement access notice. To store management. Store management is advised that access to sealed sub-basement service areas beneath the current store footprint remain restricted. Effective immediately, no floor staff are to enter lower restricted service sections. No maintenance requests are to be actioned locally within sealed lower access areas. Any reports concerning locked utility doors, unusual noise, or power irregularities from below the service level are to be documented and referred through the approved corporate channels. Unauthorized access attempts are to be reported directly to district property operations. This notice applies only to designated restricted lower sections and does not affect routine stockroom, loading bay, or standard utility access. Do not circulate this notice to general staff. Do not post copies in shared maintenance spaces. So it sounds like there was something going on in the basement, is what I got out of that. Now we have lighting and ceiling tile report. From Skinner to the Facility Service Coordination. Following walkthrough inspection, the following maintenance issues remain unresolved on the sales floor. Flickering light bank above frozen foods, water staining on ceiling tiles near aisle 7, loose tile grid section near customer restrooms, one dead fixture at front of seasonal display, repeated buzzing from rear corridor light housing. These problems have now been raised more than once. I do not want head office walking in and asking why the ceiling looks like it is given up before the staff have. Please confirm service date and whether replacement materials are being issued, or whether I am expected to keep rotating stained tiles to the least visible areas until somebody important notices. Skinner. Now we have the utility corridor inspection. File is incomplete. Recovered text fragment. To Simon Skinner. Inspection team scheduled for restricted lower utility route. Store management presence not required. Access points to remain clear of stock and cleaning equipment. Do not discuss lower inspection routing with general floor staff. So there's definitely was something going on in the lower floor in that restricted section. So there's something shady going on. I think we're going to need to go try and investigate after we're done here. But we have draft notes from Simon Skinner. Subject notes. Another week, another stack of messages telling me smiling people sell more soup. Head office wants every aisle full, every shelf faced, every clerk cheerful, every light working, every customer happy, every payroll number lower, and every manager somehow grateful for the privilege. Nora in bakery says she needs a second mixer. Frank says the rear cooler sounds worse at night. Someone from district wants better end caps. Loss prevention wants high-risk goods moved closer to tills. Promotions wants the same goods in the middle of the floor. Personnel wants fewer hours. Customer want lower prices. Staff want more hours. I manage a supermarket, not a miracle. It sounds like he was kind of annoyed with his job. But we have the store condition note to his personal notes from Simon Skinner. Store looks presentable from the front, which is usually enough to fool the important people. Seasonal signage is up, produce is holding together, bakery smells right, which helps more than any memo from head office ever has. Problems still outstanding. Ceiling stain near aisle 7, flickering light bank above frozen foods, rear cooler noise, freight lift gate sticking again, stock boy stacking boxes wherever they stop walking. If district walks the floor, I need them looking at the pumpkins and the pastry display, not up at the ceiling. Now, his reminder list. Alright. Things to deal with tomorrow. Chase payroll on part-time hour warning. Check if bakery ever got fresh packaging stock. Speak to Donna about calling in late again. Make sure Register 4 gets receipt paper before noon. Remove bent sugar bomb stand before someone from district sees it. Ask Frank if the cooler noise got worse. Follow up on locked lower service door note. Tell someone to do something about the smell in the rear corridor. Do not leave before checking the front entrance again. Front entrance bins again. Alright, so he had a lot on his plate. They were wanting him to pull a miracle, and that was a little too on the nose for modern supermarket and business. It basically just spits out that it's a play on it. Now, let's see. I'm kind of curious as to where this lower area is, because we didn't find any more perks there. It said it was a locked corridor. So where could it be? Because here's the bakery. Over here's the butcher and the fish. Is this it? Is there anything in here significant? No, this is just an unfinished room. Wonder if this was going to be part of the creation, but it was cut. But yeah, you normally can't get in there. So here's that stock room he was talking about in the loading bay. How do we get to the lower corridor? I feel like that has to be explorable. What if I force this open? Can we do anything on it? What if I hit the button?
Going down.
Ooh. Okay. So let me check something. I think I figured out
Going down.
what we were supposed to do.
Look.
I think we were supposed to come up
Going
and get out, because there's definitely a way to get there. That confirms it. Out of order. Can we do this?
going down.
Maybe.
Look. Look.
Okay, so no, we can't do that.
Going down.
But there's definitely a way to
Going
get
down.
underneath there, because that area seemed very finished. So the only other place I can think of... Let's see, so it's not there. This is normally locked off. I know, me and my inevitable snooping. So where could that be? Talks about a locked back area. So we know it's not through there, because that's the unfinished room that's normally inaccessible that I forced the lock on. Let's see, it's not here, that's just a little closet. The only other areas I see, so that's the manager's office. This is a break room. Toilets. Back behind the medicine area, and that loops us back around. I think we missed something outside. We have to have missed something. Because there's... that area was too completed. I mean, I can always go back in and explore it. Is there something along the bottom half of this wall? I mean, I could be wrong. And maybe I'm missing it. Alrighty here, folks. So I was running into some issues with crashing, and I've decided we're going to go ahead and end this episode here. So if you did enjoy the video, do feel free to leave a like, go ahead and comment and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!